Trust me, this isn't just desperate nostalgia bait. This is Marvel setting the stage for something epic. Robert Downey Jr., immortalized as Tony Stark, is now on the brink of redefining heroism and villainy by embracing the dark and twisted role of Doctor Doom, transforming him from the hero we loved into the villain we never expected. So how does the man who saved the universe become the face of one of its greatest threats? Could we see a dark variant of Tony Stark, or maybe an unrecognizable Victor Von Doom? One of these options could elevate the most emotional impact of the MCU. Imagine that, but with a twist that might just leave Peter Parker and us more shaken than ever before. Marvel has put a lot on the line with this decision, and given how much they're investing in RDJ's return, you can bet there's more to this casting than meets the eye. This is Marvel weaving a new thread into its ever-complex tapestry. A thread that could pull us all into a narrative that is as profound as it is chilling. First, let's traverse the potential roads that lie ahead for RDJ's portrayal of Doctor Doom. The man we once knew as Tony Stark now stands at a crossroads with three distinct paths before him. In this first version, RDJ remains recognizable, his face unscarred, yet his soul forever altered. Victor Von Doom emerges, a man of unparalleled intellect and unyielding ambition. Here, RDJ's charm is weaponized, his smile a facade for the turmoil within. It's a path where the audience is drawn in by familiarity, only to be confronted by the cold reality of a heart turned to iron. In another world, the man beneath the mask is scarred beyond recognition, both physically and emotionally. Here, RDJ's features are obscured, leaving us with only glimpses of the man he once was. This Doom is a figure of tragedy, his face a testament to the price of power, his voice a haunting echo of the life he lost. It's a path where RDJ's performance solely can delve deep into the psyche, exploring the fragility of a man who has lost everything, yet gained the world. But perhaps the most powerful path is one where RDJ plays not just a villain, but a mirror, a variant of Tony Stark who took a darker road. Imagine a world where Tony's brilliance led not to salvation, but to domination. A Tony who, in his quest to protect, became the very thing he swore to destroy. This is the path where the line between hero and villain blur, where the face that once brought hope now instills fear. A Doom who knows the pain of sacrifice, but chooses the path of power over love. It's a narrative twist that could shake the very foundations of the MCU. Let's explore why this could be the emotional cornerstone of the MCU's future. In the vast expanse of the MCU, one relationship stood out as a beacon of hope amidst the chaos: the bond between Tony Stark and Peter Parker. It was more than just hero and prodigy. It was a father and son, bound not by blood, but by the shared weight of responsibility. Remember that agonizing scene in Infinity War, Peter's desperate plea to stay with Tony? Or that gut-wrenching moment in Endgame, Peter's desperate plea for Tony to stay with him? These scenes struck a chord because they were the culmination of a relationship built on trust, love, and the shared burden of heroes. Tony saw in Peter the best of himself, the innocence, the brilliance, the potential to change the world. And Peter? He found in Tony the father figure he so desperately needed, a guiding light in a world filled with darkness. But with every great love comes the inevitability of loss. Peter's death in Infinity War cut so deep that it literally became the motivating drive for Tony to save the day in Endgame. Tony's death in Endgame wasn't just the culmination of his journey, it was the shattering of Peter's world. The boy who looked up to Iron Man now had to face a universe without him, carrying the weight of the sacrifice in every step. This relationship was the emotional backbone of the entire Infinity Saga, reminding us that even superheroes need someone to look up to. Now, how does the emotional impact of that relationship have anything to do with RDJ's Doom story moving forward? Well, let's take a look into a fascinating parallel between where Doctor Doom and Peter Parker's storyline may be starting at the beginning of this Doom saga, potentially taking RDJ's betrayal to new emotional depths. In the shadows of Latveria, another tale unfolds. A tale of power, loss, and the price of isolation. Doctor Doom, the monarch of science and magic, is a man who, in the pursuit of perfection, chose to sever ties with all who might make him vulnerable. It's a path of solitude, where love is a weakness and power is the only true constant. Peter Parker too knows the burden of isolation. At the end of No Way Home, he makes a choice, one that echoes Doom's own tragic decision. Peter wipes away his existence from their minds, a sacrifice that leaves him standing alone, burdened by the knowledge of what he's lost. It's a choice born of love, but one that could easily spiral into the same despair. And this is where RDJ's casting as Doctor Doom becomes not just intriguing, but potentially groundbreaking, striking at the very heart of us all. Imagine a Peter Parker, already scarred by the loss of Tony, facing a version of that very man, a Tony who chose power over love, isolation over connection, the very path Peter could walk if he succumbs to the darker side of his own nature. RDJ, who brought Tony Stark to life with such nuance, could convey Doom's internal struggle, showing how the loss of loved ones and the desire for control can twist even the best intentions into something monstrous. The parallels are undeniable, the emotional stakes higher than ever. Doom isn't just a villain, he's a dark reflection of what Peter could become if he lets go of the very thing his mentor highlighted in him: his humanity. This won't just be a battle of heroes and villains. It will be a battle of ideals, of what it means to love and to sacrifice. RDJ's Doom could force Peter and the audience to confront the cost of heroism in a way that is both deeply personal and universally resonant, a narrative masterstroke. Marvel has always been about more than just the spectacle. It's about the heart, the soul, the choices that define us. RDJ's Doctor Doom could very well be the most profound exploration of these themes, a journey into the very essence of what it means to be a hero or a villain.